What is up, folks? Briston with Briston Gaming. We are back with another episode of 7 Days to Die Mods Weekly, the show where we help you figure out what mods are good for you. And this week, as you can see here, we have a cool week ahead of us. The mods that we cover are really going to help spice up your gameplay. But before we jump into anything, I want to take a second to say thank you to the community members for all the support, everything you guys have done. It means a lot. But also mod authors, you guys are killing it. Still new mods are coming out. Mods are being updated, everything. You guys are just making this game so much fun. Thank you so much for everything you guys do. But with that, we're going to go ahead and jump into the mods. And the first mod is Dev's Buildings, or Building Blocks, I should say, by Dev Gang. And it's actually really cool. So down here on my hotbar, you see I've got six different, can I count? No, five, sorry. I don't know how to count. So we've got a 20K, a 30K, a 40K, a 50K, and a 60K HP block system that you can actually go up past steel. So you see this one here, these are all 30K with 20K right here in the center. And then this is 40K with the 20K blocks right here. And the reason I set these up like this is because it's for horde stuff. Like you can sit here and fight hordes. And these actually stand up pretty well. You just sit here and have your little, horde base like this. Zombies come up, you sit here and fight. But these are all the 60K HP blocks. So zombies aren't going to want to, mess around with that. They're going to want to come here. But this is actually a really cool system that goes above steel. So if we type in devs, you can craft each one of these with just forged steel. The 20K one takes 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60 forged steel. So it gives you a progression path that you can go up past steel blocks, and you could pick these up so long as they're at full HP. You can pick them up. You guys saw that, right? I just picked it straight up. Like, see? Just picked them up. Like, that's what's really cool about this is you can just... I gotta copy the block again. But you can just pick them up as you go. Like, you don't have to worry about, whatever else. You just pick the block up. So long as it's got full HP. If we sit here and we punch it, I can't pick it up because it needs to be repaired. And you just repair it with forged iron. That's all it takes. Or not forged iron, forged steel. That's all it takes. It's a really cool mod that lets you, have a little bit more freedom with building. So if you wanted to do something like this where, you've got like a crazy big area and you wanted to build something crazy big and, you could rearrange it as you see fit. Like you're like, oh man, I don't like the way that this looks. Well, you just come here and you just pick up the block, rearrange, and continue to go from that. Like it just makes building everything a lot easier. But with that, I want to show one downside to this mod. So we're going to take this little cube here and we're going to try to upgrade it. Notice how it's not upgrading past just the frame shape. It stays the exact same as the frame shape. That's the downside to this mod. Because of how the mod is built, I'm guessing you can't upgrade blocks once they've been put down. So you pretty much have to put down a cobblestone or cement or steel or these. So just be aware of that if you use this. But it is a fantastic mod to use, especially for a late game or just those people who just like to do crazy builds. I think this is probably one of the best because now if you put down a brick in the wrong place, you don't have to worry about breaking it or anything like that. You just pick it up and move on. But with that, we're going to go ahead and move over to the next mod. Alright folks, so this next mod is the Hugh Manatie Dirigible by Michael P. Logue. Is it Dirigible? How do you pronounce that? You know what, we'll just call it Airship. It's a super cool POI. It's got this really cool looking sign here. It's an awesome POI looking place. Like you've got the actual airship right there. You've got, little buildings and stuff support it. You've got this here. You come in and there's zombies and stuff all around. I've already kind of gone through here and taken a lot of them out just so we don't have to worry about too much, but we still got some of these people around. Like we'll come out this way. And these are all like little support buildings and stuff like that. You got a little garage here. And this place actually makes like one hell of a base to build just because of, the different stuff that you've got around. Like you've got nice little bunker place here. You got a zombie hanging up there up top of a ambulance or whatever that is. But you've got like, bricks and stuff here that you can, upgrade and fortify. Or you could even just build up there and have a pretty badass little base. So we're actually going to run up here real quick. So you come up this, windy, 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 and then you jump across this, and then you're in an awesome looking airship, and it looks really good. Like, I love the way this thing looks. This reminds me of pictures I've seen of like the Hindenburg and stuff like that. Like, just super cool, super chic. If you come up these you come up this here, you've actually got the pilot's place right here, which I thought this was done super phenomenal. Like, it just looks super good like this. This is just really cool. I love the way that this looks. And then come through here, you have a nice little lounge, a little kitchen. Come through here, you see like the engine and a little workbench and stuff. And you come through this, and then now you're up top. You're actually outside the dirigible. And look at how he did the propellers. Like, I love this. I love the way that this looks. Like, Michael P. Logue probably makes some of the best POIs, I think, just because of the sheer creativity that they put into the build and stuff, like using the assets like they use to make it look just so freaking cool. Like, I love this. I love the way that they build these POIs. We're actually going to go back inside real quick and then down, come out of God mode. So then you've got back here, you got 2 bathrooms, and there's a hidden way to get down. I'm not going to show it for people. I will say that if you're in this area though, and you want to get to the below decks where the treasure is, look down. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to show you how to do it. I don't want to spoil everything. I want you guys to experience this POI for yourself because it is super duper cool. But just, if you're right here and you're looking at this wall, look down. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that. That should be close enough for you guys to figure out on your own. But this is just an amazing POI. It is so well done. Like, it's so fun. I've played around with it too. It's just like for a base, it is really, really good. At least I think it is, because you can build up there, and if you're clever enough with how you build and the traps and stuff that you make, you can actually have it to where zombies really won't bring it down on top of you. I have mod conflicts popping that stuff up. But you've also got these bars here and stuff that you can upgrade. Like I was saying, you've got plenty of areas that you can make, really nice horde base and stuff, and have a really cool area to live. You can even build a horde base down here and live up there. So if the horde base fails, you're up top and zombies really aren't going to be able to get to you, especially if you can knock out one of those extra little blocks there, or even just, I don't know that the zombies will be able to make across it. You just run across and then fail. And if you were to knock this out and dig down, you have a nice little pit. I think it'd probably work really well for you. But with that, we're going to go ahead and move over to the next mod. Alright folks, so this next mod is the Elemental Zombies of the Infinitely Variable series by Unoya Sadasaka. God, I know I butchered those names and I apologize, but these things are really cool. So these actually add different types of zombies that have different stuff. So you've got a Shock Arlene here, who when she hits you can have a chance to electrocute you, and she has a cool particle effect. Then you have a little nurse here who has a little soul thing around her, who can actually steal your soul. You have a fire bow who can set you on fire. You have a toxic soldier who can poison you. And you have a Frosty Steve here who can actually kind of slow you down. So I'm going to go God mode real quick and then unfreeze the AI. And you see how when they hit, there's different little stuff that pops up? Just for a second. I've got it, got the God mode on so that way we don't die while I'm trying to show you this. But while that's going on, if we come here real quick and we look at the character, so you've got like infection, death declaration, soul eater zombies declare attacks, running speed decrease, death immediately after 3 minutes. Like, there's a lot of really cool stuff with this. I actually like this a lot because it makes it a lot harder. If you want something that just is really going to ramp up the difficulty, this is it. This is the mod that is going to make the game super hard for you. Because you see I'm in God mode, right? I still have that death debuff Right there. Death after 3 minutes. So homegirl is going to take us out even though she is dead. And this is actually really cool too, because look at what it did to the screen. Like, that's why I love this mod. I've been playing around with it for a little while, and like there's all kinds of zombie mods out there that add all different kinds of stuff. But this ramps it up a lot more, because like if I just go out of God mode real quick and go back in and see how it doesn't go away, it's still there. But if we come in here and we spawn in, like let's spawn in a an electric yo. Hey buddy, come here, come hit us real quick. See how much damage? And we have that nice little that little dot, and it does a lot of damage. And you see how much HP they have? They have a lot of HP. Like, this is just a super fun mod that, you know, once these guys start spawning, it's gonna make things a lot difficult for you. And it is really fun. I keep saying it because it really is. But the cool thing too is, like, so not only did each zombie have its own particle effect and stuff like we saw, you know, if you up the difficulty of the game to like to stage 3 or whatever it is, I'm not exactly sure, these guys will start spawning a lot more regularly, and their HP and stuff will go up a lot more, so will their attack power. There's also potions. If we hit U and we type in, so we've got here we go. So you've got a poison resistance potion, weird freeze resistance potion, death declare potion. So you've got these 5 potions. I forgot what these were. But we've got these cool little potions here. So if we type in death, we can actually grab this and use that. And now we come here to our character and we look. Weird death resistance declaration potion. So now we shouldn't die when it's over, and that's what's really cool. Like, I love the mechanics of this. Like, you really need to, like, now you need to think about the stuff that you do, and now we're good to go. I love this mod. It is so fun. I think they have probably made one of the funnest zombie edition mods that doesn't actually add new zombies in. It just tweaks the existing zombies. Like, I love it so much. This is just far and away one of the best mods I've played with in a very long time. And then there's something called the Corrupted Gnome, which is just funny looking. But hey, go down. So you can actually harvest stuff from her. You see we're harvesting dukes, iron, bronze, brass. So like you can actually harvest stuff from the gnome, which I think is funny, and it's also just a little short lady. And my wife Lunabug did not like me comparing the gnome to her. She was not happy. But this is just a fun mod. And Blood Moon, there is a lot of stuff that goes on with this too. With Blood Moon, like the experience gains and stuff like that is a lot higher on Blood Moon. And it's just not just for zombies, but animals and stuff like that too. You get more XP on Horde Night. So these are really fun. Like, and there could be updates coming. Like, this is just a super awesome mod. I really hope you guys check it out. But with that, we're gonna go ahead and move over to the last mod. Alright folks, so this last mod is the Elemental Katana of the Infinitely Variable series, and this is a really, really fun weapon. So this thing is, as you see here, I've got this cool little glowing katana that is just kind of holding in my hand. It looks really cool. So if we go ahead and we back out of everything, so you see this nice cool little particle effect? This thing actually has a ton of effects. So you see there's all these different spells here. I'm not going to go through every single one of them because it would take forever. But you've got Burn, Frozen, Shock, Highly Toxic, Wind Cut, Eidolon, I don't know how to pronounce that one, Starlight, Tyrant Sword of Destruction, Flowing Flame, Burst, Magnetic Burst, Poison Fog, and I'm going to start skipping some. Flames from the Underworld, Hurricane, Flame Bite, Corruption, Katana Rain, 4 Spirits of Heaven, even though this is 4 Glacier Cracking, Extreme Energy, cursed tie up. Like you've got destroy the soul, and then I've got a vampire one here and this one. So if we look at it, it's vampire and Eidolon. So this is actually really cool with this one. So with these two mods installed, if you hold F and you do the Eidolon, you can actually see at night. So now you don't have to worry about having a light source or something like that, because the weapon can do it for you. Or so you don't want that, you want to start stealing health from a zombie. So we're gonna spawn in electric party girl. We're gonna start smacking her. She's gonna hit us, but every time we hit her, we're gonna steal a little bit of health back. Oh crap, she's actually gonna kill us. But every time we attack her now, we'll get just a little bit of health back. And the cool thing is the katana actually stacks off of the deep cuts and flurry of blows perks. I had to remember there for a second. So we're actually going to turn that off because that is annoying. But watch what happens. We're going to put in... So I've got some ones down here that I wanted to show off for you guys. So you see how we've got that little thing over there counting up the flames of the underworld. So as soon as this is ready, we're going to spawn in just a normal zombie. We're going to say spawn in a zombie yo. Right? Look at that. Like, that is just so freaking cool how that pops up like that. And we're going to replace that with another one. So we've got magnetic burst. I want to make sure, yeah, magnetic burst doesn't have... Was it magnetic? No. Which one is the 3 realms? That's the one I wanted to show you guys. Sorry, I grabbed the wrong one. Although the magnetic burst is kind of cool too, because it just says causes shock damage to targets. So like, we'll show it off real quick. It wasn't the original one I intended, but we need... Hey guys. We're going to get out of fly mode real quick. So look at how it's just shocking both of them right there. And it only does it on the power attack and not 100% of the time either. But this is just so freaking cool. So like this works really good for crowd control and stuff. But now I'm going to show you the one I originally wanted to grab. So the 3 realms does the fire, electricity, and poison. And it actually looks super duper cool. Spawn another yo real quick. Look at that. I love the way that looks. Like, I love all of the effects that come with this mod. They all look so good. And then, you know, having this at night and stuff, you know, being able to just sit there and look like this is just super fun for me. I love having the glowy sword like this, playing around with it, and it works really good if we spawn in a frost yo. It's actually dealing some pretty good damage to him. Now he had a little bit of immunity there. We had to wait for it to wear off. So we come to the character real quick. Chaos Echo. The elemental power released from the target increases the noise intensity, increases the physical damage, increases the object damage, and increases the attack speed, but also increases consumption of stamina. So, like, this is a really well planned out, a really well thought out mod. I love this mod in conjunction with the elemental zombies of the Infinitely Variable series. I like together these things are just amazing. Super cool mods. Some of the most fun I've had in a very long time. But with that, we are done for the week, folks. Thanks for sticking around. I hope you had fun. If you liked the episode, go ahead, leave a like, subscribe if you're not. If you didn't like the episode, leave a dislike and leave a comment and tell us what we can do better. You know, we're always looking to improve. But have fun, guys. Take it easy, and we will see you next time.